Hey you, yeah you who clicked on this video. Thanks for giving our channel a shot. And if you will, please do us the honor of watching the video all the way through. Appreciate it. Now onto the video.
Well, DC fans, the time has come to possibly rejoice. You see, the wait is over, and we now have official announcement that James Gunn has in fact revealed his casting for both Superman and Lois Lane for his Superman Legacy film. So, what do we have? Well, this news comes straight from IGN of all places, and basically we have our casting. So without further ado, let's introduce our new Superman, that being David Corenswet. He will play the Man of Steel in James Gunn's Superman Legacy, with Rachel I'm gonna screw this name up, Brosnahan, to play Lois Lane. So in this, we see that Corenswet is best known for his, I guess what they call, breakout role in Netflix's The Politician. Never seen it. Maybe I'll check it out to see, if he has the chops. But Brosnahan, she was the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That's the Amazon comedy series. I guess it's like a dark comedy. I'm not exactly sure. It's another show that I've just not watched. But I do know that it wrapped up its final season this year. So we know that James Gunn will be directing the Superman Legacy, and things to be positive about here are, number one, I mean, he looks the part. You should be seeing this on the screen as I'm speaking, but he looks the part. He is a little thinner than I would like, but we have seen thinner iterations of Superman, so that's not really a super big problem. Now, I know a lot of fans of the Snyderverse are not happy about this, and I think one of their chief concerns is the idea that he basically looks like great value Henry Cavill. But I mean, we'll get into that in a minute as to my argument for this particular gentleman being given a chance and given a fair shake. But let's get on to it. So we know what this movie will be about. The plot summary, according to James Gunn, as follows. Superman Legacy tells the story of Superman's journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as Clark Kent of Smallville, Kansas. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way, guided by human kindness in a world that sees kindness as old-fashioned. So I think that this will be, in fact, interesting for no other real reasons than James Gunn knows his comics. He absolutely does. We've seen his work. We know his pedigree, whether we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy or any of the other projects that he's done that are comic book related, as far as Peacemaker or even the Suicide Squad, which had a bunch of deep cuts and really deep comic book references. We know that he knows what he is doing. Now, as far as the synopsis goes, the fact that they are willing to say truth, justice, and the American way, even though to a lot of people seems normal in today's climate, is unheard of. Like just that in of itself to me is very, very interesting. Now, what we also know is that this is not the first film in James Gunn's new DC universe on film. In fact, I do believe that the first chapter is Gods and Monsters. So there's plenty of time to develop these actors to really fill out their roles. Now, as far as the young lady that will be playing Lois Lane, Miss Brosnahan, now I don't know. She looks okay. She looks okay. She's not as good to me as Amy Adams, but then again, a redhead playing Lois Lane was always kind of strange to me. But she's she doesn't have the acting chops of an Amy Adams, so that is a knock. But like I say, they have plenty of time to develop exactly how they want this particular version of Lois Lane to be. Me personally, I enjoy Lois Lane from the Superman animated series. That's just my particular preference, but everybody has what they like. Now, here's the thing. We are going to have to address what's going on in the online sphere, in particular the Twitterverse, where a lot of really salty Snyder fans are voicing their concerns, and basically it just boils down to they are pissed, they are salty because Henry Cavill, who admittedly was a fantastic Superman, is not being Superman anymore. And a lot of people are likening this particular reaction to the reaction that people are having toward The Witcher. And to that, I say those are two very different ideas. And the reason being is because Henry Cavill as Superman was underutilized, and it's not James Gunn's fault. There is no way that you can blame James Gunn, because anything that he did was going to be received with a lot of criticism. If he would have stuck with the Snyderverse, then basically it wouldn't have been his vision. It would have been him trying to imitate Zack Snyder, and that already failed. I mean, if you're looking at the lion's share of the Snyderverse material, it was a stinker. It was a failure. Whether we're talking about Wonder Woman 1984, we're talking about The Flash, which is currently flopping as we speak. It wasn't worth it. Black Adam, I mean, come on, guys. There were elements that I loved about the Snyderverse. I loved Cyborg in the Snyderverse. Loved. I loved I even liked Jason Momoa's Aquaman, which I didn't think I was going to like in particular, because they basically swapped the look of Ocean Master and Arthur Curry, basically like, you know, kind of an image swap to make the more clean-cut individual being Ocean Master, and the more rough and tumble individual played by Jason Momoa playing Arthur Curry's Aquaman. But, you know, it wasn't worth keeping Henry Cavill, and I can understand that. I mean, he's gotten a lot older, and James Gunn's idea for a story skewed to a younger Superman. So, I mean, there's not really much that can be said, but they are really pissed off. Like, you're seeing a lot of "not my Superman." You're seeing a lot of, you know, they did all of this for great value, Henry Cavill. And it's just, you know, it's not really fair, but the proof will be in the pudding. If this is a superior looking product, I guarantee you that these people will come around, and I hope they do, because I really want to see a faithful adaptation of DC's wonderful cast of characters on screen. And to be honest, I'm so tired of Marvel's identity politic laden MCU nonsense, that anything that's not that would be a welcome departure from the norm. I mean, I can't take it anymore. But tell me what you guys think about the casting of Superman and Lois Lane. What do you think? Do you think that these two individuals, David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan, do you think that they are going to be able to embody these roles? Do you think they deserve to be given a chance, a fair chance? Or do you believe that DC died with the Snyderverse and you will not be giving this a shot? Sound off in the comment section below. We'll see you on the next one. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace.
If you'd like to get a shout out on the channel, then hit that like button, maybe share it with a couple of friends, and do us the biggest honor of all, and subscribe to the channel so you can join the 8-Bit Heroes family. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when our new videos come out.